Hello guys and welcome back. This is your buddy Chukatron back at you again with a video review. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review on this guy from the Earthrise War for Cybertron line. It's Astrotrain. We're going to unbox this. We're going to take a look at the figure. We're going to transform it. Before we go any further though, I'll ask that you hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy videos like this, and to stay in tune with the Chukatron channel, hit that notification bell. We're going to jump right into the figure and check it out. Before we take it out, let's take a quick look at the packaging. We notice the figure there nicely displayed on the front with his accessories on the back. When we take a look at the left side of the packaging, we notice there Astrotrain in his shuttle mode, which it kind of looks like very fantasy planet type thing in the background, which is really cool. When we take a look at the other side, we notice that we do have some new illustrations on the Earthrise line. We have Megatron there on the left, the Quintessons on the left, and we have a quick look at Bumblebee on the right. And in the middle there, we look like we have Trailbreaker. So very excited to see where this line's gonna go. Take a look at the back now. We see Astrotrain in his robot mode, his shuttle mode, and his train mode. Alright guys, so here's a look at the inside bubble. We notice that he comes with another piece here on the train set, it looks like. And on the bottom, he comes with about 5 extra accessories. So it's looking pretty nice. Here's a look at the front of it. Here's a look at the back of it. And he also does come with that red translucent plastic, which you can see on the back of the inside packaging, the map. So mine's came a little busted, but whatever. Here's a look at it. And of course he comes with this huge pamphlet here. So if you take a look at the front, there's a nice piece of artwork there of the character. And when we open this thing up, this is the biggest instructional pamphlet that I've ever seen on a Transformer. So it looks like there's a lot of steps to this guy, and all the other combinations with all his accessories and all that. So there's a look at him, and you're definitely going to need this to transform him because it doesn't look like I'm going to know what to do. So there's a look at it. All the pictures there is different forms and the accessories. Alright guys, now that I have the figure out of the packaging, man, I'm so impressed by this figure, and just taking a look at it, man, it looks amazing. It looks very similar to the character from the G1 cartoon. You notice that he has this dark gray and he has a dark purple. So there's a look at him on the front there. And if we take a look at the back of him, that looks pretty good as well. There's not too much kibble, but everything looks very aesthetic and just it looks like it flows really good. So we'll start by taking a look at his head mold there. If we notice there, he has that dark purple helmet. It has that nice yellow stripe up there. He has these 2 points here that are very similar to the G1 cartoon. He has those 2 points there. We look at the face. Look at all the nice little details on the helmet. It has those bright red eyes, silver paint on the face, which looks amazing. If we look at the chest area there, we notice all the little intricate little details. And for me, buying a Siege line or a Earthrise line, you're gonna get all the little details, and I love that stuff because it shows quality in the mold. Notice there he has that red and purple there on the waist. His arms look great. We have a little bit of purple paint there. And when we look at the legs, very simple, but yet if we look closer, there's a lot of detail there, and he does have some paint right there, some dark silver paint, and I guess it represents like battle damage or whatever. So this is like the first Earthrise figure that has the battle damage similar to the Siege line, because this did come out in the Siege line first. So we'll look at the side there, that looks great, and the back there. We notice all the little details that'll be the other forms later. And overall, I think this form is great. Let's take a look at the articulation. Alright guys, first we'll start at the head. You can rotate that all the way around. It's on a ball joint, so it can actually tilt a little bit up and down, left and right. Look at the arms there. They can go out and in about that much. He's very limited with that part right there, so he can only go about that much. So he can't do a full 90 degrees on his arm. His arms can rotate 360 degrees, but his back wing kind of blocks them. So you could kind of go around it like that if you tilt the back wing. He does have that bicep joint, and he does have a double joint on the elbow there. He can't rotate his hands, unfortunately. They're stiff there, but he can go out and in and tilt a little bit due to the transformation. He does have a waist joint, and he can rotate 360 degrees, which is good. Look at the legs. They can go out in 90. They can go forward and can go back maybe about 90 degrees. We'll look at the knee joint. Can bend his knee about that much. And on the leg there, he does have a ankle tilt position right there. So that's really nice. So overall, really good articulation for such a hefty figure. So let's take a look at him. Alright guys, before I get into the figure's other transformation and anything, I want to take a quick look at the other part that comes with Astrotrain, because I think it's going to be a pivotal part in the other transformation. So we'll take a look at it now. He does come with this square box type accessory, and it looks like to be the caboose or the connecting piece in the train. Now I see some tracks here. We have some details on the side there of some kind of treads on the top and on the bottom. If we notice there, it's painted in a dark purple paint, and on the back end we notice there we have some details. On the other side, the same thing as well. So I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I believe it's a caboose or something. We have some wheels there, and I believe it attaches to him when he's in his train mode, but we'll see. And on the back there, we notice it does open up, so it kind of looks like what trains used to have, where they had like a coal cart and you would just put the coal inside the steam train, I guess, but we'll see. And from the pictures I saw that you can actually put the accessories in there as well. So here's a look at it on the top and on the bottom here. Do notice that we do have some wheels, so take a look at that, and there it is. All right, we'll take a look at the weapon accessories. Now this is the first accessories up, and it kind of looks like a rocket launcher or something. So you can attach it with a point right there, a point right there, and it does have a hole. So there's the first one. We notice that we have some details on the top and on the bottom there. We'll take a look at the others, and he also comes with this blaster, and we notice there it has really nice detail, really nice there. So you can attach the other attachment, the blast attachments there. And he does come with this rifle and another rifle which is identical to it, but they do have different pegs right there. We notice there it has a lot of nice detail, so I'm not sure if these connect some way, but we'll take a look at them. So there's a look at it. And finally, he does come with another blaster, which I really do like this one. This is kind of like a Gatling gun. If we notice there, we have this part a little slim, and on the tip there it's nice and out, and in the inside it does have little holes. I don't know if I could show you that, but kind of looks like a Gatling gun, and it kind of has a scope on the top there. So he does have really nice weapons, and the cool thing is we can actually use them on the other figures if we, you know, we have spare weapons now. So pretty cool. And another cool thing about this feature is if we open up the caboose area, or whatever it is they call it on a train, we can actually store the guns right there on the peg points, so we can actually put all his weapons inside here, which is really cool, being that I don't like having figures with accessories all over the place, so you can just put them all in there, close it up. If you get them all snugged in there, they fit nice and easy in there, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, let's go ahead and transform Astrotrain now in his first mode, which I'm going to transform him now into the shuttle, so let's do this. Alright guys, so here's a look at Astrotrain in his shuttle mode, and this is where a lot of people get a lot of gripes from this figure because of all the kibble that's on this transformation. So we'll start right for it. So we'll take a look at the top now. If we notice the top there, he has a lot of kibble on the top there from his transformation, and I hear a lot of gripes on this figure, on this being the ugliest part of the transformation. So if we notice there, we have a lot of kibble from the transformation. For me, it doesn't look so bad, but a lot of people really flipped out about this. So there it is there. We noticed that top fin there, what we pulled out earlier. On the back there, we noticed that the wings look really great. You know, they look very like a real shuttle and stuff. Notice that we have a nice Decepticon logos that are really nicely painted on there. On the front part of the transformation, I think it looks great. It looks very similar to the G1 figure if you had it. So there's the battle damage on the top there that we saw earlier. On the front there, we have some silver paint for the windows, that nice purple nose cone there. On the side here, we have some nice red and yellow paint, which really looks good, very G1-esque. And I think they did a good job for the most part on this, as you know, looking as a G1 figure, because the G1 figure looked really good in shuttle mode. But you know, there is an aftermarket third-party company that's making a cap for this part, so you can attach that and get it if you want to. But for me, it doesn't really bother me that much. We look at the back there, we have the blast points for the shuttle, which to me looks pretty good. On the bottom there, we have some kibble from the transformation, which we'll later see, but there it is. Overall, I think it looks okay. It looks pretty good to me. That doesn't bother me too much, but I might end up getting that third-party piece that you can attach here, which I think looks pretty cool. So we notice there we have some portholes that we can attach the weapons to, and there it is. So overall, there are some gripes about it, but I think they did a pretty good job, in my opinion, on the shuttle. This part kind of sucks, but hey, for the transformations, I think they did a pretty good job. So there it is. All right, guys, I'm going to transform this now to the third mode, which is the train mode. So let's do this. Alright guys, now that we have this thing transformed in his train mode, here's a look at him, and overall I think this is the better alt version that he has. So we'll take a look at it now from the top there. We notice that we do have some portholes on the top that we can put the weapons on, which we'll do later on. We notice there we have this gray part here that was the feet. So it looks pretty uniform there, minus the little kibbly parts. We notice that we do have some details of riveting. And as we know, Astrotrain was based off like an old steam train. So you're going to see all the little details here. And it looks pretty similar to the original G1 figure, but like, you know, an updated version of him. So if we look at the side here, we have the pipes and stuff that the old steam trains would have, you know, with I guess the water they would heat up, and then it would make, you know, whatever. So there's all the details right there. We notice that it has a lot of detail right there where the tracks, the wheels there are, and they do spin, and it does roll really well. Surprisingly, I'm impressed at how this thing rolls. So we have that nice dark purple paint with the details there on the wheels and all that, so that looks great. We have the paint right there, that's would be where the conductor would be, I guess, And look at all the detail there, guys. It's really nice. And we'll take a look at the other side. So that's pretty much the same thing. We notice on the front there he does have that Decepticon logo, and on the front there we notice that he does the part right here for the lantern or the light, and that's really nice, the detail on the front. The only thing I have gripes with is this part here is not as wide as the outer track. So on a train, if you notice, all the tracks are in the same spot so that they could go on the train correctly. So this one here, if you notice there, the two front wheels that go on the front part are not really in line with these, which a train has to have all the wheels right there. So if I'm wrong, let me know, guys, but that looks a little weird to me, which I don't really like. I wish that you would have been able to spread that out a little bit more, but that's pretty much it. The bottom there, very smooth. You see the, you know, Astrotrain's face right there, but I love how the fact that everything's really compressed here and it doesn't look too bad on the bottom. And on the back there we have the boosters there from the Shuttle Mode. So overall I think it looks great. It looks very similar to the G1 toy which I had, and I can't really have any more gripes other than that part there. But the color looks great, the color choices look great, the train mode looks great, it rolls well. So overall I like it. Alright guys, now that we went through all the alt modes, what we're going to do now is add this part to the transformation. So if we notice there on this part, it has these 3 pegs that can be rotated right there. So you can connect this part to Astrotrain in his train mode, just putting it right there and just having it right there, and it rolls really well all together. So as you can see, this looks like kind of like the coal cart that the conductor would get the coal from, and then he'll just throw it in the steam engine and all that. So that's pretty cool, and I'm glad that they kind of came out with this. I thought it was weird at first, I didn't like it, but now that I have it there, I thought it was pretty cool. And you could take out the little weapons and all that if you want to, but there is the addition to that. So here's how it looks, and overall I think it looks pretty good. So there's one function of it. We'll check it out now with the Shuttle Mode and take a look at it in that way. Alright guys, another thing that you can do with the added part right here, we can actually transform this. So if we open up this section here and we fold out the side flaps and open up the back piece, we notice that it does open up and you see all the details there. You can actually transform this into like a platform that he can actually sit in as a shuttle. So what we got to do is take these 2 sides, go like that, take this part and go like that, and we can actually rest the shuttle right on this platform like so. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a rolling platform because he doesn't have any like a landing gear on him as a shuttle. So you can actually roll that around. I don't know if you can't really see that, but if you notice there, it has some treads there. So if you want to have them display like this, you can as well. It's like, I guess, like a parking station, or if you want to roll them around like that, you can do that as well. So alright, so now I'm going to show you guys the other form that this thing can do, which is like a shuttle platform. So if we notice that Astrotrain, he kind of doesn't have any landing gear other than the wheels that are here, which doesn't really serve anything. So the way I guess they would have him blast off is through the takeoff platform. So the way you transform that is you take this front section here, fold it down like so, you take these 2 ends, you put them back like that, and you just sit it down. So on the bottom here we have these pegs, and if we take the holes right there on the boosters, we just attach it like so. And on the instructions, it just shows it like that. So if you look at that, that's pretty much how it looks there. You can attach the accessories like in the box it shows. So I'll show you guys. You could take the guns and you could pretty much put them wherever you want really, but I'll just show you how it looks with the guns and all that. So it kind of looks cool. And you could just attach them on the wings, and this does rotate, so you can actually put it in different ways. And on the box there, you have the Battle Masters. They could have them playing right there on the track, and on these two parts here, they connect to other pieces from the Earthrise and Siege line that have that clipping there, so you can make like a bridge and whatnot. So there's a look at it, guys. Alright guys, so lastly what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the final form that this accessory does, which is kind of a very goofy thing. So if we take out these two parts here, which they slide off like so, and those become like some kind of skis that we'll put on Astrotrain, and we could take the caboose part, put it back like a box like it was, and we can actually attach this. I think on the instructions it's like this. We can attach that to the back, and we could put these big parts right here. You see they have a peg. You put them on one leg, and actually the under the foot and under the foot. So there's a look at that. So if you want to have the figure with all the accessories completely attached, you can have that like there, like so. And I think it looks really stupid, but that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You get more value, I guess, for that extra piece that comes with it. So there it is. Alright guys, so there's my unboxing and review on the Earthrise War for Cybertron Astrotrain figure. It was a long review and a headache to do, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Overall, I think this figure is great. Is it worth the 50 bucks? I don't know, it's up to you. If you want to find another Astrotrain of this quality, there are third-party options which are very close to price, but overall, for a licensed figure, I think it's really good, and it does have a lot of play factors and accessories. So there it is. Till next time, this is Chukatron signing out, saying peace, love, harmony, and God bless. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll enjoy another one. Hit the subscribe and notification bell for more Chukatron content.